Do it to it.
What the hell?
Somebody was successful with something.
My bad.
That was timing.
I was logging into AOL.
Really? AOL?
No.
I was like, people use that still?
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
Well, with everything we're going to talk about tonight, I don't think we're going to mention the what I'm going to call the Will Me mail like we did last week because we just won't have time.
Oh, it's the best part.
Although we did have some pretty funny shit come up, but you know, this week we may just not be able to do it, so it's all good. All right. Oh damn, we are live. Welcome everybody. It is Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock, and it is time for whatever the fuck you want to call this podcast. It's supposed to be called Gaming Beyond the Box, but I was told earlier this week it's like a big giant Xbox Live party chat on drugs, and honestly, Ghost is our only person on the panel on drugs.
I support this comment completely.
But we're not on Xbox Live. That makes no sense.
No,
But it's pretty.
they were referencing like we
Yeah,
just,
they said
it's a
that's-
casual chat.
Yeah, I got that.
The most
Oh, my bad.
Thank you, Ghost.
You didn't pick it up the first time.
Mr.
but now you
Information
got it. I
over
got it.
here.
No. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm sorry, Princess. I was kind of with Ghost on that one, on the fact that you were kind of like oblivious to what we were talking about. So,
Leo oblivious? Nah, you must be joking.
Never.
Never.
I know all.
I won't go that
look at
far.
that. It finally showed up on my laptop that we're live. That is amazing. Isn't technology great?
When it works.
Yeah, no shit. All right, so here is the plan. Tonight we're going to give away a few
There's a
copies.
plan?
Shut, Leo. Tonight we're going to give away a few copies of Star Wars. And everybody that ever has listened to this podcast or knows me on social media knows I do not do Star Wars. I'm not a fan, never have been, never will be, ain't going to happen.
The lies. The lies.
But
yeah, his wife has a Princess Leia slave. Don't let my idea.
Oh my god, you fucked the whole thing up.
Yeah. But anyway, I do have some people on this panel that are big Star Wars fans. Salty is one of them, and Obi-Wan, of course. I mean, that's kind of a given with the gamer tag.
He's a Star Trek only.
Yeah, Star Trek only. And we have 4 people that are going to judge this thing. And unlike most podcasts, I am fucking crazy enough. We are going to bring you into Discord, so you will need Discord and a way to talk. You can do it through your phone. You can do it through a headset. I don't give a damn if you do it through paper cups. You are going to need to come into our Discord channel.
Is that a Bluetooth connection?
Whatever. And you will need to come into Discord and you will do your Wookiee call for us. And you will be judged. The people that have the best Wookiee impersonation will win the games. And you are going to have probably some stiff competition because people have been talking about this since I came up with the crazy fucked up idea 2 days ago. So, but before we get started, let me introduce you to our panel. First off is Mr. Dealer. You may have heard of him. He's the guy who owns some podcast called RDX or something like that. So,
some dog shit, yeah.
So what's up, Mr. Dealer?
It's good to be here, man. Feeling a little under the weather. I'm gonna try my best to be interesting. I'm lying already. I want, we should have a good show today. Honestly, it's awesome of you to give away all these copies of Star Wars. Probably one of the biggest games of the year. I think it's gonna be one of the best games of the year. Looking forward to playing it tomorrow night myself. So, we'll see. We'll see who's the best at being weird when we get some people in here doing some Wookiee calls.
Now, wait a minute. You said Star Wars is going to be the best game of the year. Haven't you not played Death Stranding?
Yeah, I did play Death Stranding and delivered some packages and.
We'll get into that one in a few.
Somebody's
minutes.
breathing like Darth Vader right now. I mean, we're giving away Star Wars. I'm not playing Star Wars right now.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Oh, guy and your father.
All right, Fort Boy, what's going on, man?
What's up? It's Forkboy Gaming. You can find me at Twitter. You can find me on Twitch, mostly harassing Wilmy and anybody else in the Forking crew. Just hanging out and kind of looking forward to what type of calls we're going to get, because I've gotten all sorts of messages and then also seen messages of people posting stuff about how they really want to do this, which I didn't know there was that many people in the world that want to sound like Chewbacca.
Yep.
So
You're not a big enough Star Wars fan.
I would have figured like Han, someone else.
You want to sound like Harrison Ford?
Well, yeah. I mean, I know.
Nope, didn't get it for me. Sorry.
Well, and speaking of, if this makes anybody in the chat feel better, my only Star Wars reference is Spaceballs. So that's
It's
where
not Star Wars.
There's an upside and downside to every Schwartz.
Exactly. All right, Mr. Bomber, what's going on, dude?
Yo, what's up? Trying to deal with kids and everything else in life all at the same time and do the podcast. So that's going to be fun. So hopefully y'all won't hear kids dying in the background or something like that.
Didn't you use the trank darts?
I tried using trank darts, but unfortunately they missed. So
They're outlawed.
so now.
They're outlawed in Alabama.
NyQuil works
Yeah.
great.
I mean, that's out in Alabama.
All right.
Well,
All right, Leo.
Oh, I mean alcohol, whatever. Same difference. Depends on where you're raised, I guess.
All right, Leo, Nick, whatever the fuck your name is. What's going on, dude?
Well, nothing much, man. I was playing some Modern Warfare before this and playing Death Stranding earlier. And I played Dragon Quest Heroes 2 earlier today. That was pretty sweet. That's about it.
All right, that was exciting. Obi, what's going on?
What's going on, man? Excited for tonight. Had a long, miserable day at work, so kind of excited just to relax and listen to people make fun of themselves because we will be clipping all of these wiki noises. So, but let's get into it.
All right, and Saltiest Gaming. What is going on, Mr. Salty?
What's up, everybody? It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. The Mandalorian was on last night. I watched it with my wife. My God. And then the game of the year is coming up. You know what it is. So
Yep. Death Stranding.
I'm excited. I'm
Oh,
excited,
God,
man.
Stop saying Death Stranding.
Fortnite Season 3.
Death Stranding already came out, you say? No. But yeah, Star Wars, dude. Who doesn't like the Wookiees out there if you're a Star Wars fan, man? He's like a big dog that lives forever. So, not forever, but he's super old. But yeah, I'm excited for the contest. No soundboards, all right? We know you guys' shenanigans out there. I know the real Wookiee sound, so if you're using a soundboard, I'll call you out, all right?
Oh, yeah, trust me. And between him and Obi,
Yep.
what the fuck?
It's like
What
somebody's
is
building a
noise?
Someone
fucking
needs to
stop
skateboard
that
ramp.
noise.
I was
Someone's
grinding,
grinding his weed.
I'm grinding
Who
weed.
is practicing on a sex doll?
Hey,
What
her
the
name is Sheila, and she has feelings.
Okay. All right, Ghost, what's going on, man?
I'm
Jesus,
trying
bro.
to quietly grind some weed.
Oh, okay.
It's better than crack rocks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, I'm not smoking crack. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you got that going
Plus.
for you.
Hey, I quit crack, started cocaine. Quit cocaine, started.
There you go.
I hear crack and instantly think of Chappelle. Got some crack, man?
I
And-
suck your dick for crack.
All right, and Mr. Newf-Nukem will be with us momentarily. He has just got off from work, so he is on a dead run to get to his place so he can hop into the chat. But he will be here in just a couple of minutes. So, I know everybody is dying to talk about this, and I know a lot of us on the panel have played it. So, we might as well just jump on the same bandwagon as every other fucking podcast I've heard this week. So, what's everybody's thoughts on Death Stranding?
Game of the year.
So
Was he
I've
being
only-
serious?
I've only watched videos and then people playing it. I don't own a PlayStation, so I have not played it yet. So my comments are strictly going to be from you watching. It looks interesting, but when I was talking to Leo about it, it seems like unless you actually have a pretty huge anime background and kind of how a lot of things are written like that, it's kind of almost like you're lost.
Well, what I was saying was I'm used to like the screwed up animes like Evangelion and that, so like the weird crap comes easily to me. And I grew up reading comics, so I'm used to out there things. So that's why I was able to understand it way better than most people.
Wait, so I just got a question. And I know it's just like, the guy that sits on the couch and gets high and just kind of looks at shit. But
We didn't say that about you, brother.
if you don't have a large informative background in anime, then it's going to basically come off boring, is what you're saying?
No.
No,
What
like
I was saying is like just like phrases and everything, and like the really out there bullshit that they say in it. It just like if you were into like say sci-fi and that, it might kick in for you too. But like the
I guess I want to
Japanese
know,
have
what do you
some
mean by
weird
weird shit? What do you mean?
like the like the concept of the worlds, the creatures, stuff like that.
So it's like a comic book? What I don't understand why you're saying it's so weird. Like, what's weird? What's odd? You know what I mean? Is that just me?
Yeah, I
It's not a
understand what
very
you're saying.
intelligently written game. Like a lot of the dialogue to me is they're explaining to you the whole time. Keep in mind you're playing as Norman Reedus' mustache, and you're explaining to you the whole time about how things work in this world. But he's clearly a veteran. This guy is like one of the last mailmen left, right, or whatever, right?
Porter.
Couriers are very important in this world. So, for instance, at the very beginning of the game, in the very first part of the cutscene, a drop of rain falls and hits his hair, and it turns it gray. And he knows what's up. Hood up, fuck car. All right, now in the game, not even that much longer into the game, they literally have to sit there and explain to you as the player, not as Norman Reedus, but as the player, why it's important not to get caught in the rain. But Norman Reedus already knows that. So the writing is kind of really weird and tangled up in that regard. It's just odd. There's also a lot of weird characters, Dead Man and Fragile and Die Hardman and Viagra
Oh,
Man
I hate
and all
Die
this weird shit.
Hardman.
Yeah,
That
so
guy annoys the crap out of
I
me.
played it for a few hours and it's nothing special. The most interesting thing about it is the narrative, where I'll say, yeah, that's kind of interesting, but to do that, I got to deliver things. And again, I said it yesterday, like I refuse to deliver things to Sea of Thieves and not going to deliver them here. So I'm not in a rush to jump back in the game, but from what I played, it looks really good. The HDR is really good in the game. It looks really good. Like I said, it is an empty ass world. It's kind of odd that we're not getting complaints about the world being so empty. They expected to see locusts in Gears 5 ice skating, so I don't know why they expect. They're not saying anything about this one, but
No, it's because it's PlayStation.
yeah, it's a Kojima game. I don't think that it takes a lot to understand. You just got to pay attention and understand that he's a weird kind of guy. Like his stories usually are fucking weird. So not too special in my opinion.
I just wasn't sure because I mean, like I'm not huge in anime, but I mean I've got like an understanding of anime and I've seen a bunch of weird shit. But like, he kept saying odd, so I was like, well, what are we talking about here? Like aliens fucking raping people, or what the fuck? They get some weird shit.
Well, the BTs, like they have a lot of imagery in it, where you're like seeing like it seems like the god BTs or like the leaders of the BTs.
The shadow demon looking thing.
Yeah, but like the main ones. You know what I'm saying? Like they seem like the big bads, basically, of the BTs.
Maybe I haven't seen enough gameplay. I watched some. I haven't seen like a lot though. So I could have a point of reference for what we talked about.
And like the BTs come from a reality different from ours, but close to it. And the beach you keep seeing seems to be like the nexus between the two worlds.
Okay.
That's kind of what I came up with too, Leo, on it, to be honest.
And also, I think the BBs are just like scientifically grown tools and not babies, like actual babies. At least that's what it seems like.
All right, here's the catch, folks. Don't be jumping into Discord until we call for you. I will beat you out.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I'm surrounded by fucking computers and keyboards, so we got it handled. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers over there making some crack.
Got some crack.
I mean, one thing I did want to mention is I found funny is people admit people really just want to get in here, don't they?
Nobody can hear us. Thank you. Here
What'd
we
you
go.
say, Wilmy?
Exactly. But
You just need to lock it down, man, until it's time.
Yeah.
we might. Yeah, come on in, Newf. We're waiting on you, dude. But honestly, I do want to talk
Who's a
about.
white kid?
I have no idea. It doesn't even matter. Kojima made his little comments.
Oh my god.
Kojima made his little comments about Westerners. You know, the game was basically
Yeah.
above brow, and I guess if you're playing the game and you're sipping a game fuel, you should hold your pinky up, right?
Oh yeah.
But
So-
the thing,
It's so highbrow that Americans can't understand
well,
words.
but the ironic part of that whole thing is
They're words. Like, come on.
the story revolves around the United States. That's the part I didn't understand. Why would you trash talk the United States
America.
when that's the whole premise of the story?
Well, that and it simultaneously destroys a lot of his older views, right? Like he's like, look, it's not a first-person shooter, and maybe those guys didn't understand it quite that well. But at the same time, none of the Metal Gear Solid games really made sense. None of them. And if they did, and if everything was in an ideal world, that's kind of a stealth shooter kind of genre game at the end of the day with a little bit of acid thrown in there. So why is that last one a 95 meta? And if that's the case, should we take 10 points off of that because it's not a first-person shooter? I mean, it don't take long to think about that as Kojima, but he still didn't do it.
I always hated aiming in the Metal Gears.
What's funny though is he talks about that, America gave it bad reviews. Actually, America gave it higher reviews than some places in Europe, Australia. That's where all the bad reviews came from. So
That's
it's like
kind of what I was looking at too.
Yeah,
it's like,
Australia.
So you're
hated it.
trashing us, but you don't even have enough info to basically say, oh, this is where it actually came from. No, the worst reviews came from people outside the United States. I mean, IGN even called themselves out and said, yeah, we gave it a bad review because we gave it to IGN Australia. They're the ones that reviewed it. They're the ones that gave it this. And it's like, so you're calling us out even though we're not the ones that actually gave it bad reviews. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, who cares? It got what it deserved. I mean, it should be at a lower Metacritic, in my opinion. And it's got the most 100s of any game this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still only at 83. So, what's that tell you?
Here's the deal.
It says Star Wars is going to be the Gotti. That's what it says.
Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
I hear you, Salty.
All right. Every time I try to talk, someone's talking over me. No,
Sorry, man.
Can you
So
guys
anyway-
hear me? Boom, boom, kaboom.
Oh my god. I'm gonna hop out.
Good job, Newf.
All right, go ahead, Newf.
Go ahead and do what? Introduce
Keep your
myself?
intro. Yeah.
Boom, 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 kaboom. It's Newf-Nukem. I'm back in the room, man.
Can
It's
you
been
hear
a
me?
long time. I am excited. I'm ready to go. Yes, I'm a bit late, but hey, I'll make it twice as great. Let's do this. Let's get into the topics. God knows I've got opinions. So, let's roll. Let me know what we want to get into here.
Sweet. Like, what the fuck? Who is beeping? Anyway, all right, Salty, go ahead, dude.
All right. So I've gotten a lot of hate on social media because I've spoke out against the Kojima-ites and the fanboys out there and the Kojima stands. And yes, I haven't played this game, and yes, I've watched a lot of it. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of dudes out there that are just plain and simple. They praise Kojima no matter what. And I feel like they're part of this clan or whatever. And you can't say anything bad about Kojima or you get kicked out of the clan. My point being is there's a guy that did a review online and he said it was non-biased, but then he called Kojima daddy today on Twitter. And when you're referring to Kojima as daddy, that's a bit strange in itself, but automatically it takes your review and it kicks it out into the trash can because you're not going to be non-biased. You're calling some dude daddy, you're praying to him. People think he's the best thing since sliced bread. And the fact of the matter is, yes, he's one of the most well-known developers out there. People put him on that like top tier list. But the fact of the matter is no one is immune from mistakes or a perfect game. And I think he got triggered because there's people like Giant Bomb and IGN in America that gave his game very low scores and it triggered him. And then he automatically went towards America and saying, well, they're not as cultured, or they might not understand it, because you just got to read between the lines. And I was telling people in the video I made, I said, eventually they're going to come out and damage control this, because they always do, and blame it as a mistranslation, because either Kojima is trolling or he's misinterpreted if it's bad. Now, if it's good, none of those things happen. Plain and simple. So I read the retranslation, and it's still the same shit. He was saying that America, all we do is play dude bro shooters, and that's it. That's bullshit, because if you look at all the past 5 Game of the Year winners, what won Game of the Year last year? God of War. What won it the year before that? Breath of the Wild. So Americans aren't all about dude bro shooters. They play other shit, and it's just kind of an assault on my intelligence as an American gamer that this dude talks shit like that, and especially to the PlayStation audience that is, a majority of his customers. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember the last time a shooter was a Game of the Year, to be honest.
I mean, I'll be honest though.
I like bro shooters.
I mean, we all talked about it in different podcasts, different YouTube videos. We all knew it was coming due to the fact that we all were like, oh, it's Kojima, so no matter what happens, there's going to be people out there. They're going to be, oh, it's the best thing ever. And it's, somebody mentioned in chat, it's like a cult. It's like if Kojima makes something, you have those people out there that are diehard fans who will always praise it. And it's like, but have you played it, or are you just saying it's awesome because Kojima made it? I mean...
Hey, but at least dude bro shooters get me excited. This freaking game, holy crap, you're swearing for a totally different reason. It's like, fuck, I just lost 20 packages off a bridge. They're all floating down a stream. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, the stream went offline.
It shouldn't have had went offline, dude. It says every here we are live. Check your internet, bro.
Yeah, my internet's fine.
Live. Lethal says we lost stream. That's weird because everything.
Oh yeah, check my internet. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, whoever joined in right at the beginning when we went live and went ahead and thumbed down the show, we appreciate assholes just like you. We live for assholes just like you.
You're the best.
Yep. When you can come in and you can thumb down the show before that motherfucker even starts, you are my type of people. Yes, sir, you are.
I hit the wrong finger. Sorry.
You are the type of person that we hope you end up marrying a lady that has a $4,000 a week monkey on her back as far as crack and cocaine. And then she has an overdose, and on the way to the hospital, the ambulance gets struck by lightning 348 times.
Hey. It's fucked up, woman. You're going to a very dark place.
You should be just thankful that YouTube doesn't have a middle finger button instead.
Hey, exactly. So YouTube needs a thumb down, thumb up, and like Newf said, and a fuck you button. I'd like that. I mean, come on, can we get that?
I would love that, actually.
I mean, come on, it's 2019.
I know a couple streamers are getting a lot of those.
The Fortnite videos, man.
And did I mention when she gets to the hospital, she'll be operated on by a surgeon with a rusty scalpel and a $3,000 a day crack habit? But anyway, all right.
Shaky hands.
I will give you my. I've played Death Stranding. I think about 12 hours into it. I really do like the graphics, and I'm probably going to get smacked across the YouTube for saying this. I've actually kind of enjoyed the game. I don't know why. I don't even have a good reason. I've actually enjoyed.
Not even I can damage control.
Maybe.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's because as you get older, man, everything about you changes. What you watch on TV, the games you play. I love to play Call of Duty and all that good stuff, but for some reason, this game, just the stories kind of sucked me into it. I don't know why.
Yeah, the story about delivering packages. About the game that's like, okay, this is like interesting, but after a certain amount of hours, you're just not willing to deliver packs of the pigs across the map to hear.
I mean, yeah, it does get annoying. I'm not gonna lie, dude. The whole package thing, the constantly having to, balance yourself, that does get annoying. But for some reason, I keep wanting to find out more about the story, and I'm not going to give out any spoilers. So
I have a question for
you. Are you just like, I want to see if the baby finally escapes the jar or what?
That may be it, Newf. I'm not really sure, but I do have the baby in my game room.
The weird thing is I have yet to see another baby. Like an RBB. I have yet to see one, and I'm 6 hours in or 7 hours in. I'm like, why am I the only one? And then that one was supposedly defective. So it's like,
Yeah,
is there only one?
They wanted to throw that one away at the beginning, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wait, you got a bad baby?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we made it better. We hooked
Yeah.
up
What
with it.
happens when you do crack cocaine? You get up
So wait, like you hooked up your life force to save this aborted fetus?
No, we mind linked.
Oh, you
We
mind
went
linked.
Professor X on it.
Yeah,
No.
don't.
So
You can't explain
Norman
it.
Reedus is now telepathic?
Yeah.
No, it's because of that freaking tube that you stick in.
What the fuck?
Well, y'all were playing with Norman Reedus. I've been playing with Daryl.
This game is hilarious to me.
So I
It's
have a
crazy
question.
what's on the
So-
other end of that tube too.
Wait a
It's like
second. You're
big-ass
sticking a
needle.
tube in a kid.
No, it goes into. You've seen it. It goes into that port on
Oh,
the freaking
Okay,
jar,
I just-
and then on
Right.
the other end of that is like a big ass needle that you, I guess, stick in yourself somewhere because he just like slams it right into his side. I don't know where the fuck he put it.
Probably
And-
spleen.
And Cyber, I do have to kind of agree with you. After, dude, you hit a certain age, man, some of the games you play kind of mellow out a little bit. It's a time constraint thing.
I can understand that.
I really do, because I catch myself playing games all the time now in the last 2 or 3 years that I would have never played 10 years ago. Never. I would have never dreamed of playing those games 10 years ago. And now I'll sit down and play them. It's kind of weird and crazy, but it still happens, I guess. You mellow out with age.
I've been enjoying my time so far with it. I like the story. That
You just have
story
a,
is freaking
you have an
awesome.
old soul, Nick. That's what that means.
Yeah,
You have
there
an
we
old
go.
soul.
And see, I know Lethal
Back in my
Papa.
day.
Lethal's not agreeing with me. He's saying,
If I could just watch all the cutscenes and get rid of the game in between, I'll be happy.
So I have a question for people that have played this game. Is this a game that I should watch the Rad playthrough while I play my bro shooter?
Yeah.
Sure. Matter of fact, go to Wilmy
I
Hood
mean-
on Twitch. You can watch the whole thing.
Well,
Shameless plug.
Newf was asking if he could skip the gameplay. Just watch it on YouTube, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They make
watch the
videos
cutscenes,
like
man.
that.
Actually, Crispy, it would not make too bad of a movie, even though it does kind of remind me of a
Hell,
movie
it
I have
basically
seen.
is a movie.
There actually is a movie that kind of has this similar plot. I just can't think of the name of it for some reason.
The
Oblivion?
Postman? Oh.
No,
No.
there was a movie a
delivering
few years
packages?
ago. No, not minus the package part.
Oblivion?
That was a movie.
Yeah, with Tom Cruise.
I
Morgan
don't.
Freeman.
I don't like Tom Cruise.
Oh no, it's
What?
nothing like Oblivion.
Dude's creepy as fuck, man.
Wasn't Oblivion with Tom? Yeah, I was thinking Tom Hanks.
That's when they had the. He uses that. What is it? That little
Yeah.
white space.
Yeah,
Like
that movie was
plane or
weird.
whatever.
But anyway, that's enough of the Death Stranding talk and Norman Reedus. and
Makes me
his
wonder
feelings.
though. Like Timothy Dixon said, he saw a 9.5-hour YouTube video showing all the cutscenes. So that kind of makes me wonder too.
Wow.
Like, is Death Stranding though? Like, was this an absolute design choice from the beginning, or was this the fact that maybe they spent the entire budget for the game on pretty much graphics, all the actors, and then kind of went, shit, we got to get this game out at a decent schedule because Sony probably wants to launch before the PlayStation 5. And we don't really have enough intriguing stuff to do with the story. So let's just make it about connecting humans and have this guy walk across long stretches of terrain, trying to avoid fucking those things with the BT stuck to his his gut. Like I don't know. it's kinda weird.
Honestly, it seems like a design choice
Yeah.
because it's too integrated into it. It wasn't like it was just thrown in there.
Well, I don't know. I would kind of counter that. I know I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, if you look at Kojima's past games, like how long did it take to make those games before we got a release date on this game? Everybody thought this was a PlayStation 5 title because he took his sweet ass time on all the other games. So what's the difference with this one? Why
Maybe
were they
Konami?
able? Nah, I don't think. I think that's a poor excuse. I think it's him. I mean, I think they cut a deal with PlayStation. They're using their engine, the Decima engine. They sent over devs from all kinds of studios, Guerrilla, everybody, and their mom was helping on this game. Plus, they rushed it out because you could just tell how barren the open world is. There's like nothing there, and I understand like it's a catastrophic event in the world, and it's supposed to be like that. But I think they were rushed out with their deadline, and they had to meet it. That's why they sent all the developers over there to help them out, and then they're putting it on PC as well. So,
but wasn't there an article? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But wasn't there an article a while back? I don't know if it was about Kojima or maybe it was Itagaki. I'm not sure which one. But they said how he used to show up late a lot of the time, so the crews would have to wait for him to come in.
Yep,
because he'd show up fucking late at the studios.
I remember that.
It was Kojima, right?
Yeah, well, I remember an article where Kojima picked up a fucking controller and everybody was like shocked. Oh my god, he's playing the game. It's like, well, shouldn't he be playing the game? I don't know.
No.
It shouldn't be like a brand new
Why
thing.
would he
to
do
him.
that?
Yeah, like I don't know, man.
Maybe
Even Metal Gear was cutting the episodes, which is they try to do it movie like. You know what I mean?
Maybe
So
maybe
why
he
did
played
they
Metal
have
Gear 5.
Why did they have to bring in other developers to do this instead of the crew that he had?
There weren't that many.
It's small. His team was small, and
Because I
Like
just had
a-
this, I had this feelings that he came up with the, in quotations, the game, and it was just all cutscenes, and then someone said, well, okay, well, we actually need to have some gameplay of some sort. So they kind of just put it together.
Feels that way.
So we don't have enough budget to make any real gameplay, so let's put this guy delivering packages back and forth to different structures, right?
Maybe the other departments they brought in were the mail department. And they're like,
Yeah.
we got an idea.
Yeah, FedEx brought their subpoenas for a bunch of money that was owed. They're like, wait a minute, that gives me an idea.
So the question I have for you guys is: all these games get marked down for having fetch quests, right? It's like a bad term with side missions. Like that's the whole premise of the game, right? It's a fetch quest simulator, right? Wrapped in what? So that's the whole premise of the game, but it's called a new genre, a strand genre, and I get like the online features where people can build you a road and all this other stuff. But would you say that this is a new genre, the people that have played it?
No.
No.
Remember Demon Souls on the PS3?
Yeah.
Demon Souls did the same thing.
Yeah. So that's the problem that I have with the game is you're trying to wrap it up and sell it as something else and trying to like reinvent the wheel.
If it wasn't for the inventory management in the game and trying to balance all the different things you got on your back, it'd be pretty much a sludge. You'd just be going from point A to point B and just that's it. You know what I mean?
So
Unless you screw up when it rains. If you screw up when it rains, then you have to fight a bunch of tar monsters.
Sounds like a bad game.
Like Cthulhu style. Like
Yeah.
tar things.
But then if your packages get damaged, when you get farther in, they give you a spray that you can apply to the packages that repairs the packages.
Oh, shit. FedEx needs that right now.
Because I got to
They
the...
should.
Like I said on Twitter, have these guys never heard of drones?
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
made like
There's
one or two
motorcycles in
drones
there, right?
and covered it with some kind of fucking, something that would protect it and just fly the packages.
But the one thing I cannot figure out about this game, and I'm like I said, I'm a good ways into it. Why in the hell do bodies just explode and form giant craters?
A lot of gas.
I think it's the...
What the fuck did he eat?
I think it's the beans
Beans.
that do it.
Mushrooms.
A lot of gluten. A lot of gluten.
That's a lot of taco. That's a lot of Taco
a lot
Bell
of
dude, before
BBs.
you die. No
That
shit.
Popeyes
No.
chicken
BBs
sandwich.
are the babies. BTs are...
Maybe they ate the BBs.
shadow.
I was saying he ate the fucking baby. That's what I was saying.
Yo, real talk. If you explain this to a non-gamer, the premise of this game, like if you just went through it, right, and you started talking to someone, I feel like they want to lock you up, right? There's a fetus in a jar that you carry around with you, right? What else? To kill these shadow monsters, you throw feces at them, or blood, or urine.
You're
Like the list
Wait,
goes on
wait.
and on and on. It's
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa, hold
I
up,
feel like
time out.
I went in the mind of a
You don't
crazy
throw
person.
urine at them.
Time out. You do what?
You make bombs out of feces. You make bombs out of feces to kill the monsters, right? You can kill them with feces.
I don't know. It's something with
so-
YouTube.
What if you're gun shy? I mean, I know a ton of people that can't pee
Oh, we're
with other
back on.
people
We're
around.
back on.
What made you guys keep playing it after that? I mean, that's some like
Weird.
I haven't had that happen yet.
Dealer, have you done that yet? Started pissing on something?
Yeah, that was
I've done
before I
that in real
booted up the game,
life.
though.
Oh, and by the way, everybody in the chat, just remember, it's only a few more days until Google Stadia.
Oh man.
Did you see
I
their
need-
lineup? Woo, boy.
I need a friend. Saying
No, I'm just saying that because YouTube apparently doesn't want to cooperate tonight.
Oh yeah.
So,
Their
Well,
lineup
all I can
is
say, I'm a
shit.
few hours into Death Stranding, and I'm probably a few days away from trading this game back in and cutting my loss and picking up something else.
Why don't you just Redbox it?
I don't rent shit. You guys know that.
Redbox,
Yeah.
it's physical renting.
It's still renting.
Physical.
He just,
Hey, it's the perfect Newf thing, man. It's a physical copy, so you get to touch it and feel it and smell
I
it
got
and
something
lick it,
touch.
whatever you do.
touch it, feel it, lick it, smell it. Ooh.
Well, how
Wow,
else
I'm
would
starting
you
to sound
rent it
fucking
on
kinky.
physical?
Which disc were like that? Yeah.
I'm in. Oh,
Nintendo's the closest. They make cartridges you can lick, and apparently it tastes awful.
Well, I wonder why. When I heard about that, I was like, why are people licking the cartridges? What the hell is wrong with people?
Well, there was that whole time people eating Tide Pods, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't get that either. I was like, you fucking idiots.
Well, I mean, people do anything on YouTube, right?
Gotta get them views.
Which we'll find out shortly.
Streams
Just what?
offline
just-
again.
Are you serious? Oh
I mean,
my god!
No, it's
I
bad.
kid you not. We had a meeting about 4 months ago at the hospital where we were told about, Tide Pods. I'm like, yeah, that's old news. And they're like, and what's this about condom sniffing? I'm like, oh.
Wrong
It's always
hole.
great. It's always great when you're explaining to other people what condom sniffing is. And I'm like,
So-
they're like, how do you know this? I'm like, well,
So what's a side mission like in that game?
Every mission seems like a side mission.
You're delivering. You're
So it's a
So
lot
the
like
main
sniffing a
main
condom?
stories are cuts. The main missions are cutscenes.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, good chunk.
Yep.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Damn, dealer, you really do sound bad, dude.
I know.
Honestly, there's no like differentiation between side and main. Everything I've gotten so far is just delivery.
Because it's all side, bro.
So here's my question. I mean, I haven't played it. From what I have seen, sometimes I'm like, hey, it doesn't look too bad, but I'm not going to go buy a PlayStation to play it. But from what I've seen, what's the point in the packages? Like, what are you doing that is
You're
going to lead to the
helping
end
out
game?
people across America.
So,
building roads, man.
so it's a
That's basically
multiplayer
it.
game that's not a multiplayer game.
The last delivery I did made me laugh because I basically took OxyContin to these guys, and it wasn't for like patience or anything. It was to keep them going.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I was like,
yeah,
wait,
you do a lot
what?
of drug deliveries in the game.
Like I
So-
thought it was for like to help people, but no, it's so they can get high, basically.
Well, yeah, dude, it's already the apocalypse. What the fuck
That
you got to
helps
lose
people,
that
man.
point, right?
It really helps people to get high.
I mean, the world's already ended. What the hell does it matter now? Who's going to arrest you, right? But all right, enough of Death Stranding. Let's talk about XO19. What do you guys think about that one?
Hype levels of 4.
Definitely ready.
I mean, I'm excited. I thought it was interesting when a lot of people were talking about whether we see Scarlet there, and I'm like, you're not going to see Scarlet. They're not going to do anything with that till E3, and they announced today that Scarlet won't be there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Aaron Greenberg
Mhm.
confirmed it too.
Yeah, which I was kind of like, they're not going to announce it. They're not going to announce that till E3, and that's the first time we'll see anything as far as specs or anything else, in my opinion. But I mean, to me, I'm excited. There's 24 games that people can play there. I'm hoping for a Fable announcement, even though I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. And yeah, just hoping. But
I'm
I don't know.
really interested to see what Obsidian's going to announce.
yeah,
I
because they're
wanna see
announcing a new IP, so.
I want to see
And
the
supposedly,
Bambi simulator.
Yes, they're announcing a new acquisition for Game Pass, or did I read that wrong?
I think they're doing a new acquisition in general, but there's multiple games that are supposedly coming out, like a AAA, and then of course Rare's new IP as well.
I know a lot of
What's-
people think Rage 2 is coming
rumored.
to Game Pass. I don't know
Rage
about
2
that,
is-
but
yeah, there's a big rumor about that being pushed. Which I mean, I can see that. I mean, why not?
I thought Rage was getting a DLC like in the next little while.
I
I
thought
think they just
They
got
already
it.
did.
like,
They just got
last
it.
week.
they just got it.
Ghost of something or other.
Yeah, basically you can go back through and just the enemies get a little bit harder. I know that's never been done, right?
Yeah.
But they did put in one hell of a patch for Ghost Recon, which I have not went back to
But it
either.
didn't really do much,
Yeah, I
to
didn't
be
think it would.
honest. Like they made the stamina, like your stamina's higher and you lose it less, but that's really all that's like the biggest thing they did, besides fixing like little things here and there.
Dealer, you own you're on a Colts podcast, sir, RDX. So
Who's cool?
I think it's the other way around, but yeah.
Colt always loves to
He
joke with
knows
Dealer
it's
about it.
it's
Oh,
an
yeah.
inside joke.
Yeah, it's an inside joke.
Yeah. What about it?
What? And in case anybody doesn't know Dealer and you haven't sent me a hate mail yet because he is on the podcast, he is the owner of RDX, which you may have heard of, one of the biggest channels on Xbox. Dealer, what are your thoughts for XO19, sir?
As we said yesterday, just keep expectations. Kick them shits off a cliff. Hopefully, we get some cool games. I mean, I was hoping they would say anything about Scarlet. It might seem kind of weird, but Sony are doing it every other week, it seems like. So I feel like that Microsoft need to, here's fucking Forza or Gears loading on the new SSD or anything, because Sony have, had journalists come in and actually mess with the PS5 controller, try games on the thing, see the load time differences and all this different stuff, and Microsoft haven't said shit. So to me, I feel like they need to say something, or they should say something. And then, of course, we get a bunch of people who are like, no, I really don't want to hear anything. All right, well, turn off your TV. The rest of us want to hear something. So, I don't know. But if they don't say anything at all, which it'll be kind of odd for something not to come out of that, because remember, they're going to be asked about it a lot. Yeah, we definitely want to see some new software. And other than that, man, I don't expect too much. Xbox don't have a whole lot coming that I want in the next year. They got, I want some AAA blockbuster type games, and they don't have too much in that vein until Halo that I know of. So Ori 2 will be cool and all that, but that's not why I bought a $500 Xbox One X, right? So I don't know. In terms of things I want, I'm not so sure we'll see a whole lot. I'm really hoping some information on Fables there, but I've heard so much weird stuff that it's like I don't even want to say it. I guess we'll see.
What do you think about the acquisition? Who do you think it's going to be?
I mean, hey, if it passes to go off of, they'll be acquiring more smaller stuff. I mean, myself, I think need to build another big studio at the very least, big AAA studio.
Wasn't there rumors they were getting a Japanese studio too?
Yeah, that's some time ago. But even if they do that, that's still like I don't give two shits. I don't care about Japanese games. I don't, that's just me though. Some of you guys might care.
I'm not a fan of JRPGs either, so. But
I will plead the fifth.
Isn't that what Destiny is?
All right, and in case anybody doesn't know who Salty is, Salty has the Saltiest Gaming podcast, and we're going to get his thoughts. Salty, what do you think is going to happen in XO19?
Well, I did a video today. It's first Xbox video I've done in a while. People might have noticed that, but yeah, what Diller was talking about. I mean, in my video, I talked about the lack of leaks, and the internet is an interesting place, right?
No shit.
Like, obviously, for obvious reason, but there's leakers all over the place. Like, look before E3, all the shit that leaked. We pretty much knew everything that was going to happen weeks and months in advance because everybody was leaking it. But what has happened with XO19? We haven't heard shit. So I don't think that they put, the FBI to lock down the information for XO19. I just don't think there's that much new stuff there. And I said that in my video. Is there going to be new stuff? Yes, but Xbox does a good job of tempering placing expectations before you so you do not overhype yourself. They did this multiple times with their shows. They said this is going to be the biggest inside Xbox ever, not biggest XO event ever, because XO events have been huge in the past, right? They announced the acquisition of Rare and all this other stuff, and then XO18 was pretty much like a Game Pass commercial with all the other stuff that they were talking about. The Obsidian acquisition from 18 was awesome. Like, look, that was like a steal, man. They hit the lottery with the Obsidian acquisition, man. I'm telling you, because Outer Worlds, fantastic. But as far as studio acquisitions go, I wouldn't be surprised if it's only one, and if it's, you know, on the smaller tier. And I think they need to go bigger than that, because we're in the day and age of streaming services and subscription services. Disney Plus just came out, right? There's competition all over the place for this market, and eventually all these developers are going to be either snatched up or they're going to have their services of their own. So I think Microsoft needs to open up the checkbook and buy something huge. That's definitely not going to happen here. There's not going to be any Fable. Nothing's been. Everybody keeps talking about Fable. Everybody keeps talking about Fable, but I ain't heard a damn fucking word from Microsoft about Fable. So until I hear it, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Because they've had plenty of time to talk about Fable, and they don't do it. It's kind of, and then the Scarlet thing, surprising to me that, you know, they haven't done anything with that. But PlayStation, on the other hand, has done multiple interviews, and there's been, you know, multiple articles written that keeps coming out and out, and I'm kind of wondering about that. The xCloud situation's cool. Maybe they'll give a release date for that, add some extra games, but you know what I'm saying? You just got to keep it in check with your.
What if one of the reasons why they haven't said anything is because they want to wait until basically it's almost too late for PlayStation to change anything on their console and just release it?
Or like with Fable, I'm not saying there may be or may not be. Maybe they're holding off because they don't want another Crackdown 3 incident.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think if you took a poll of like fans, they just want to know at this point, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
they want to know what's going on. I know they took the stance because there's some egg in the face with Scalebound and some other shit, but that's in the past, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Xbox is a different company right now, man. They have all these developers and they have a bright future. Just tell your fans what's going on. That's it, man. They just want to know, hey, just come out and say a statement or a poster, Fable, boom, you know? So I don't know. That's what I want to see.
And what was the game that, oh God, I just saw it this morning. There was, BioShock.
Oh, yeah. BioShock rumors, and what was the other one? The Batman game or whatever? Potentially.
Oh, yeah, Court of Owls.
Court of Owls.
yeah.
Yeah, they have them all over the promotional stuff, so. But it's the Arkham Asylum Batman.
So, are we talking about leaks that have come out from like sources, or like what's the protocol on that?
I saw a leak, but this guy actually, he was what was the guy's name? Anybody remember?
Z-Huge.
That might be it. The guy's, but basically he said like a few months ago that Microsoft was going bankrupt and all this shit.
Oh, Z-Huge says some dumb shit,
Yep.
So he blocked me like a couple years ago.
But I just thought that was kind of funny. Now he's all praising it, so I just thought it was kind of strange.
Yeah, he's the one that was saying that like Obsidian and Rare's gonna have a new IP announcements tomorrow or something like that.
And that's why I really didn't want to talk about too many rumors or supposed leaks, because that's the main one I'm seeing is coming from that guy.
Obsidian they are showing their new IP. I mean, I said this last week. They are showing the new IP. Rare, I mean, as far as I knew, they were showing the Sea of Thieves thing, but if they are showing something, that'd be interesting. From what I know of, that is not ready to be shown. I know kind of what it is, but I didn't think it was anywhere near being shown status, you know. Fable definitely is a thing. I've heard Phil actually, I don't know, maybe you didn't see the same interview as me, but yeah, he actually has kind of referenced something like that before.
He said Fable?
Yeah, he's talked about stuff like that. He didn't say that yes or no, but it was.
Well, so he didn't say it then, right?
It doesn't matter what he said. Basically,
when
he's talking about it, I guess in time you'll see. But it's definitely something they're very interested in, something they're apparently working on, and something that I think they might have revealed this year at E3 had Sony not pulled out. That's why we want Sony to go to E3s, because that's why we got Bambi Simulator headbutting Xbox soap out of a vending machine instead of real games. But at the end of the day, we'll see what they unveil, man. I would be surprised, but I had heard some weird things about Fable at XO. but at the same time, it's like, why would you unveil it now? Sony, if they do show up to E3 next year, it's going to be big, and you might need to keep your big guns. So at the end of the day, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
So no Halo Infinite at EXO?
I wouldn't expect Halo Infinite at EXO.
No.
No, I would say we'd see that at E3. Just hold it off on it and hold your biggest gun. I don't know. I think E3 will probably be one of the bigger ones we've seen in a while with this coming up with Scarlet coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think overall this XO, man, it's going to be largely, referring to Cybernox in the chat, Legis Brunch and Bleeding Edge. I totally think that's going to be a highlight because that game is just around the corner and it's kind of ready to roll. It's going to be a lot of Game Pass talk. Once again, just Game Pass. Probably a few new drops coming in there. Highly suspect they'll have more content possibly from Rare regarding Sea of Thieves because I suspect not quite done with that. Heck, we haven't even seen some of the other DLC that they've been talking about for a while. Like the whole pets thing hasn't necessarily come out yet. I think they added monkeys. I haven't played that game in like months. That sort of thing. But I think we'll definitely see at least one new announcement. I just don't know what it will be. I definitely think if it's going to be anybody, it's probably going to be related to Playground Games and what they're possibly working on next. It just depends on really how far out it is. Like I said, so much has changed at Microsoft now. It's hit and miss as to whether they're going to announce something a little bit early and get us excited, which we have to lean on the latter because it seems like now they don't want to get us excited for anything unless it's like fucking 3 weeks away from dropping, basically. So I don't really know. I don't expect too much out of the show. I've given up on getting my expectations overly high for Microsoft shows recently. I'll save my hype for probably E3 when they're ready to drop down more info on the Scarlet and the launch titles that will come out alongside of that thing. But this will be, I think, a pretty quiet show overall. I mean, but guaranteed, I'm sure if they do have a great announcement tomorrow, Sony's got one already in the back pocket ready to drop 10 minutes afterwards because they always seem to do that, don't they? So we'll just see how it goes.
Like, nice XO. Oh, yeah, we just bought fucking, some crazy-ass developer. Every time.
Yeah, you know it's going to happen, right?
Yeah. I mean, what if this XO is mainly Game Pass and xCloud focused, and that's where they're going to go with it, and then leave all the main titles for E3?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
either.
I wouldn't be surprised for that.
Just
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's all I would say. Like, lower them shits into the ground.
And I'm actually curious. Oh God, I just saw somebody mention it in the chat. What was the game they showed at E3? It had the husband and the wife. You go time stand still or whatever. Anybody remember that one?
Oh, where
the top down thing where
he kills her and the cops come and then
he was just mentioning that in the chat, and I have not seen anything about that game either, dude.
they're probably going to show something about it because they're probably going to have like a group of indie games there too.
Well, it's the same as last night. I mean, that hasn't been shown since 2017 when that super duper edition of Minecraft was
Cyber
shown.
just mentioned it. 12 minutes. Cyber, I've not heard anything else about that game, man. It just kind of like...
Oh, is that one where like you wake up and the wife's dead or something? There's a cop at the door and then it keeps changing or something like that?
Yeah.
I thought he was referring to his sex life. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I've not heard anything else about 12 minutes, man. I've actually been, kind of looking around. It did look entertaining, but I've not seen anything about it lately. So, I know it's one of those games you play when you get fucking older, okay?
It looks interesting. It was one of the few games that looked interesting at E3.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel better now. I don't feel so old.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really look like a walking sim, Crispy. Looks like you're stuck in a room.
But anybody else have any thoughts or any of that good stuff about XO19?
I'm hoping they show some more Tales of Arise. That's about it.
Anybody else have any expectations or anything that makes your nipples hard?
Maybe more info on like Dying Light 2. That's supposed to.
That would be entertaining too. I would love to see something on Dying Light 2.
Didn't that come out like March? Something like that?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know if they gave it a time, did they?
I don't think there was a time release date yet.
Oh.
Intel on that game has been very slow to release.
I mean, I honestly thought it was going to be a next-gen release, to be totally honest, just because there hasn't been any actual date released yet.
That's like Ghost of Tsushima as well.
I could be wrong. I thought it was going to be a next gen, just the way that it's kind of been quiet on it.
What's game you talking about?
It could be Dying Light 2.
Dying
Dying
Light
Light 2.
They've said that they planned from the beginning for that to be a cross-gen game, so you'll see like patches and stuff for the next systems and all that. But yeah, they'll talk a lot more about it early next year.
Well, sweet. I can't wait for that one too. That one definitely looks interesting.
Looked good.
So, now, what we're going to do is we're going to start pulling people from Discord. So I have Discord in front of me, and I am looking here to see who all has joined. Sadly, everybody on the panel, you're not eligible to win. I know that's a shock. I know that's a shock, but we don't want to,
all that work for nothing.
I've been standing in front of the mirror for 3 hours practicing.
That was probably you masturbating and grunting, Fork. That's not the same thing.
I mean, I was thinking of you.
Yeah. Oh God.
using your tears as masturbation lube.
I totally asked for that one, didn't I? I walked right into that one. Okay. All right. All right, Chad, here we go. We're going to name off some names here. And here's what you do. If you're in Discord, it's really simple. You go to the left, click on the link. It will put you in voice chat with the rest of us idiots here on the panel. Then you are going to do us your Wookiee impersonation. And you will be judged. We will bring a few people on to do this. And at the end, 2 of you will get a code for Star Wars.
And my sound is going down.
Right, when you get down here, you better bring it. It's got to be good. I want to hear your best Chewbacca. If not, you get the hell out of the room. That's how it's going to go here.
Now, see, if we were doing a Terminator game, he would have it.
Yeah.
Newf would win, hands down. He does Arnold Schwarzenegger better than Arnold does. All right, Blind Impulse, are you in the chat? If you are in the chat, sir, click over on join.
What the hell?
Sounds like voice clips.
I was gonna say all I heard was like half a ringtone or something. Like
it was 10 hours of Chewbacca.
All right, Blind Impulse. All right, dude. Now it's up to you, man. Click over on it. Go to Discord. Click on the link to the left. Hop in voice with us, and we're going to listen to your Wookiee. That didn't sound right at all, did it?
That didn't sound right at all.
Come in here and show us your Wookiee.
Show me your Wookiee.
That's right. I'm going to do the Weird Al Yankovic version of the Limp Bizkit song. I did it all for the Wookiee. The Wookiee. So he can have his cookie and stick it up your ass.
All right, Blind Impulse. What's going on, dude?
Not much. What's happening?
All right, man. Welcome to Gaming Beyond the Box, the craziest fucking podcast on YouTube. So, all right, man. You ready to do your Wookiee?
Yeah, I'm ready to make a fool of myself.
All right, dude. Whenever you're ready, let it rip.
Gargling fluoride.
And that's a Wookiee with a dick in his mouth.
All right.
Sounds
All
like
right.
gargling fluoride.
Thank you, Mr. Impulse. You can click out of the
Hey, we
link
should
now.
score these as we go, Lemmy.
It sounded like a
We
Wookiee
are.
trying to do a scope commercial.
Scope commercial.
Now, in case anybody is here in the chat that's never been on this show before, you do realize this is not your typical podcast. But the thing is, I brought 3 of my favorite people from other shows into here just so we can clown on everybody that's actually doing the Wookiee thing.
It's fucked up, Wormy.
In case you didn't know, because in case some of you didn't know, I started off on Salty's podcast, and then I've been on RDX several times. Dealer's been here several times. Newf and I were together on Salty's podcast. He's been here several times. So we're just like one big, happy, dysfunctional YouTube family, okay? Good. And we're going to get laughs at your expenses. So, okay. Next, we have... And what are we going to give Blind Impulse? What's your score on that one, gentlemen?
You're doing that what out of 5 out of 10?
Yeah, say a 6.
5.
Give him a 6 out of
It kind
10.
of,
Just because you got to give the guy a point just for coming
Oh
on here.
yeah,
and doing
dude, he
it,
came
being a
on
good
and did
sport.
it. Exactly.
Being a good sport, you get an extra point.
All right, we'll go for 6.
He was first too, right? So
Yeah,
I'll give him a
so,
6.5.
All right.
I'm gonna stick with a 4.
The real
Sounds
Max,
like we're going
the real Max Power. Are you still in the chat, dude? Real Max Power. If you are, sir, click on the link in Discord and join us in the chat and get your Wookiee on.
Telling you, that just doesn't sound right.
I know, but dude.
I mean, coming from this podcast,
Come
it
on,
sounds
Nicole, you can do the
normal, but-
Wookiee.
Yeah, you've been on this podcast for a while, Forky. I mean, come on, really, this shit.
No, I mean, it sounds normal for us. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
anybody
exactly.
else coming in, they're like, "What?"
And
the hell?
you know, Dealer, Newf, and you know, Salty's been here enough. They know what it's like too. So, all right, so he is no longer with us.
Dead Wookiee. Great.
You know, I'll be honest. Coming
All right.
from what you do for a living, that just doesn't sound right when you say he's no longer with us. It's
Yeah,
like,
no.
well,
All
I
right.
went over to Barbara's house. She's no longer with us, but I cleaned it out.
All right, Adam. Adam, are you still here, dude? Actually, in case anybody doesn't know, TLTD Adam and I just met in person about a month ago. Really great guy. Glad to call him.
Yeah, he is, man. Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
cool dude.
really good.
He's
dude.
awesome, man.
Are you still with us, Adam? I want to hear your Canadian Wookiee.
Paging Adam.
And that was more creepy than it really needed to be, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with the southern accent, that makes it 10 times worse. All right.
I want to hear your Wookiee. Mhm.
Hey, why don't you come here and play your Wookiee for me? Boy, you got a pretty mouth and you do it.
When you gonna
Wild-
do with them Wookiees there?
Wildbait said,
Yeah.
invite expired.
All right, let me, well.
Well, fiddly diddly, what the hell? Where's all them Wookiees? I heard there's gonna be a Wookiee party out here, and I ain't heard shit but one guy. It sounds like he's been drinking and then's gurgling the scopes over there.
Well,
in the
so
corner.
far, I mean, the winner's pretty easy to choose, I guess. And
All right. Epic
Cletus.
Epic Quiet. Are you still in the chat? Epic Quiet.
The Wookiee we want to hear.
Damn. Very good. Epic Quiet. If you are in the chat, dude, hop into Discord so we can hear your Wookiee.
Get in here and Wookiee down.
I'm a very fucked up individual, but that's okay. I enjoy it.
I want to hear your Wookiee.
Epic Quiet. We want to hear your Wookiee. Come on now.
Yeah, your odds are looking good, Dova.
Yeah, I know.
All right, the link is back in for Discord, folks. So that's a new
Don't be
link.
scared now.
Tain't nothing to be scared of.
Come on, Nicole, get your Wookiee on.
Come on, I can do a Wookiee to just show you how bad I do, so you guys can do better. Come on.
Exactly. I ain't scared of nothing. I see more fur down below when I pulls the wife's pants down. Come on.
Oh my
Sound
god.
like mountain folk there.
He did it for the Wookiee.
I mean,
Come on, Dread. You know
Bomber's
you want
sister
to
has more hair down there. Looks like a veritable forest.
Dread.
Lost in the bushes.
Dreadpool, you want to do a Wookiee, man? Come on, man. Do a Wookiee for us, Dread.
Is Dredd in here?
Yeah, he's in the chat. Come on, Dread. You're already.
Yeah, come on, Dredd.
We want to hear your Wookiee.
Dova's over there like, nope, you guys can just stay out.
I personally deleted the link. I'm gonna win.
All right.
Where are them
Let's
Wookiees
see.
at?
Damn it.
No shit.
Yeah, no, there was like 40
All
people
right.
saying I want in, and we only have Dova so far.
Oh, never mind. Graphic. I was just getting ready to call your name, dude. Graphic God. Jay, pop in, dude. Do your Wookiee.
Did you say his name was Dova? So is his first name Ben?
All right, Dread.
Sure.
What is going on, sir?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good.
Not too bad, man.
How's
No.
it going?
Do it all for your Wookiee. No, whatever. Just make fucking noise.
Wilmie's trying to make
Go ahead
this
and let it
as
go.
real as possible.
Holy shit. Okay, can you guys hear me all right?
We
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Gonna be like a Canadian Wookiee.
Well, aren't they all?
No, can't be a Canadian Wookiee.
That's a Sasquatch up here.
Okay, let me take a sip of beer here. I gotta get my beer on.
Do it with the beer in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
But look, don't choke because you're all the way in Canada, dude. I'm all the way in North Carolina. There's no way I can reach you in time.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes,
Go
sir.
for it.
Oh, what the hell was the beginning, man?
Oh,
Was that a turkey?
It's like a
nice, nice.
Hey man,
To be
he had
honest
some
with
beer in
you,
his mouth. Remember?
it sounded
It sounded like a
big
turkey
joke,
got choked in the beginning of that.
I don't know, but he sounded. I was impressed, and I don't even know what the fuck a Wookiee sounds like.
Sounded,
Wookiee's choking a chicken.
Sounded like a
Sounded
Wookiee
like-
thinking
I mean, I've heard it
in the
choking a
bedroom.
but not choking a turkey.
Sounded like the intro
Well, I
to
mean,
a
he was just.
Minecraft song.
It is, it is almost Thanksgiving, so.
That's what happens when a fucking Wookiee mates with a Shih Tzu.
All
I thought
right,
Ken already had Thanksgiving.
all right. I'm gonna give Graphic an 8.5 on that one.
I thought Salty and I were rating these.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Dealer said let's at least give him some type of a score.
All right, Obi-Wan, what do you think, man?
I feel like I'm a little harsh, but I'll give that one a 5. And the last one was a 4.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Goddamn, Wookiee, you're sucking the fun out of this, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi.
Thanks for coming on, but you suck horrible.
We do plan on giving these away, dude.
It's
The
3 points,
Wookiee
it's 3
Olympics.
points
Obi's
for
like,
coming
fuck
on.
that, I'm getting one, goddammit.
He's like zeros across the board. Zeros.
3 points for coming on.
Damn, oh, shit.
That's what she said.
All right, Dreadpool, let's hear your Wookiee.
All right, here we go.
That's the drowning
You know, I do want to say one thing. All of you coming on, you all got some big balls doing it online and everything, coming on knowing we are all about to laugh at you.
Yeah,
So,
and like I
I'll
said,
give you all that.
if you've listened to this podcast even once, you knew we were going to fuck with you when you came on it. So I mean, that was the whole thing. now, from
I'm standing
somebody,
around a whole bunch of construction guys. They're all looking at me.
that makes it even better.
And now they have a new name for you.
Hey, Obi, turn around,
They
look
already have
at
a
him.
name for 'em.
Yeah, he's no longer the rookie. He's the Wookiee now.
Now, turn around and look at everybody on the job site and go, and now for something completely different. All right.
They're ignoring me.
I don't blame them. If you were doing that
That's
shit.
what they're going to do from now on.
Yep, exactly.
We don't know him. He just keeps following us.
You will now be eating lunch by yourself every day.
That one for me was pretty good. I give that one a 6.
6.5 for me.
And I will give. I'll agree with Salty on that one. All right, and we've got Wild Bait 66. Can you hear me, sir?
I can.
All right, dude. Break out the.
Oh
Wookiee.
man, hold on, I gotta get the spit all worked up.
Oh God.
The what?
I disqualified.
For what?
like
What are you doing over
right?
there?
Not the turkey.
Gotta spit on it first.
You gotta spit on it first?
It gives it the
Oh shit.
Dude, I was waiting on him to push
10
in
out
the
of 10.
clutch. I was waiting on him to
That
hit
was
the
really
clutch
good.
on that one.
Best one.
10 out of 10. I'm a Kojima stan or a Wookiee stan.
The Wookiee stand.
Kojima stand.
Wild man bait stan.
Like there's
Sounds like a
Nicely done,
country we're
dude.
gonna hear in the next game. Kojima stand.
He spit on it first. 10 out of 10.
Gotta have the spit.
That's it.
Oh, this is way more fun than I thought it would be. I'm gonna have to do this shit more often.
Oh damn.
I gotta spit on it. I mean,
Spit on it. Oh, boy.
I've never heard that on a podcast. I'll be honest.
That was the sound of foreskin at fucking light speed.
Spit on it.
Hey, what's the next game? What's the next big game so we can have people come on and like sing real songs and shit, man? That'd be great.
I don't know. Just let me spit on it.
Too bad you didn't do one for Luigi's Mansion. We had your vacuum cleaner videos or something.
There you go.
Hold on. Let's see how badly you suck.
All right, Mr. Bates, thank you, sir. You can click out of the audio.
He's like, you can get the fuck out of here now, sir.
And
thank you for that.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord spit you.
Jesus, I'm being nice, man. You hold me in the fucking asshole.
I know Bates, dude. He's fine. Get the
Yeah, I
fuck
do
out of here.
too. All right, let's see. Who do we have next? Who else wants to jump in?
I mean, he did say I gotta spit on it. So, I mean.
See,
Someone else.
Dr. Skipper.
There he is. I see him in the chat.
Dr. Skipper, come on down to the Wookiee is right.
And don't forget to spit on it.
You get
What'd you
extra
learn
points
today?
if you spit on it first.
I learned that Star Wars and spit on it, mommy.
Dr. Skipper, that kind of sounds kinky or something.
Pretty bad.
And for some reason, I know what he's getting ready to do, but I see his gamer tag and I just start thinking, Doctor. It's a really old song. Y'all don't know it.
Doctor, give me the news.
See, he knows it.
Bad
case of loving you. Then you
Okay, I
spit
don't
on
feel so
it,
bad.
and it feels better.
All right.
Pork, stop singing.
All right.
Hey, shut up!
Dr.
Sing all I want,
Skipper,
goddammit.
are you ready to spit on it and spit it out,
I don't know about
Whoa.
that.
Whenever you're ready, Doctor.
Hey, that's good.
Holy fuck, dude!
That was good.
He's got
20 out of
bitches and
20,
shit.
baby.
Sounds like you're pretty fucking good, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
did you
he's
spit
number
on it
one right now.
first?
He had different options,
no.
dude.
No
Doesn't
spit
count then.
needed.
No
Dr.
spit, no
Skipper's-
count. You gotta spit on
Dr.
it first.
Skipper's 76. You did a good job, man.
Thanks,
Good job, dude.
Awesome, dude, and I don't even know what a Wookiee sounds
Really
like.
good. Really good, dude.
Yeah,
I think you
that's
know
what I
what
love,
they
Wilmy.
sound like by
You're-
now.
You're giving a score, and you're like, "That's 8 out of 5." You know what that sounds like? How are you rating this?
Because Papa said it earlier. I'm a fraud, dude. I don't know nothing about Star Wars. I hate Star Wars. I hate Disney. I don't like anything made
You
by
just
Disney.
don't like Disney due to the fact they try to take everything from you. Like, we don't like the fact that you sound like
Star
Frozen.
Wars was Star Wars before
No.
Disney, so
He says he hates Disney while surrounded by Mickey dolls.
I don't have any Mickey dolls. Do you want to? I'll have to send you a picture of the room I'm sitting in. I've got Freddy Krueger.
Oh, I don't
Jason
need any of those
Voorhees on the
kind of
wall.
pictures. I'm good.
I'm scared for myself of anything that you might send me.
What the fuck are you talking about after sending me those pictures you sent me last week, fucker?
Hey, you said you enjoyed them. Thank
hey,
you.
you leave my sister out of this.
Let me just.
Hey, first of all, she said that to me.
Let me just angry because Sleeping Beauty finally woke up.
All right.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Get back in your hole.
We are looking for TF White Kid. Are you still here, TF?
The
White
fuck?
What about this Avish person? In the...
Avish is in the yeah.
Oh yeah, I just see Avish. You ready to do yours, dude?
You have to spit on it first. I'm sorry, I just can't get
Did
over
I get that spit in there?
TF White Kid's in here now.
All right. Oh yeah, I just see Avish. You ready to do yours, dude?
What?
And I'm hearing myself twice.
Yeah. So am I.
And I hate the sound of my
Did I
own
get
voice.
that
by the
spit
way.
in there?
I mean, I would too, but
He's using a tin can. TF White Kid.
All right, Avish, TF White Kid, one of you guys, whenever you're ready, spit on it and let it go.
Don't burn yourself.
They're both muted.
And
Right,
they-
like one of you unmute and do your thing.
3 seconds, you get kicked.
Come on, Avish, White Kid, one of you guys.
All right, I guess.
There we go. We got White Kid.
Don't burn yourself.
They're both muted.
And
Right,
they-
like one unmute and
Hey, you need to
Why am
mute
I
the
still muted?
podcast, wife kid.
3
Yes.
seconds, you get kicked.
What? Avish? White kid? What do you got?
All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't sign up to hear myself. Kick this guy.
He's like, screw these people.
Triple X's. There you go.
All right, Avish.
I'm gonna give that a 1.
And the scoreboard says,
I'm gonna give that a below 10, -10.
Hey, stop being discriminatory. That's what you call that's a Wookiee without a voice.
Oh, it's one of the barkless dogs.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a Wookiee as a meme. He's making hand gestures. You just can't see him.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Avish, are you there? Avish.
hello. Don't get stage fright now.
I thought I heard something.
You gotta be louder, bro. A little bit louder now.
Quietest I've ever heard this podcast.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm holding my R1 button to hold my breath so the friggin' Death Stranding monsters don't get me.
I
Didn't help
died,
me.
but they didn't get me.
Oh, and if you
Nope.
notice, Miss Wilmy Hood's in the chat, and no, she is not going to come in here and do this. I promise.
Oh, come on, just bring her in. We want to say hi.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see.
I feel like you're embarrassed of us.
Dude, she listens to every podcast. She knows what your people are like.
She's probably like, something wrong with them.
All right, who do we have next? Let's see. Cybernox.
Also,
have you
Please
gone yet?
have the stream muted when you come in. I
Yep,
don't like to hear
yep.
myself or Wilmy.
You can kiss Wilmy's ass for it.
Bring it. I will lick it. I mean, kiss it. I kick it.
God.
He'll play with it a little too.
Shut up, Leo. It happened once.
You're really weird, Fork.
Cyber.
Really?
Cybernox.
Like, that you just now?
There he is.
There's Cyber. All right, Mr. Cyber, you ready to spit it and get it?
100%.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Get
He
it.
sounds serious.
It's like a baritone. Let it happen.
That's all I got right there.
Singing a song.
Was that a Wookiee having an orgasm?
Mating call.
My girl came down about 3 times. She was like, I was about to call the ambulance. What the
Man,
hell's going on?
that was a good one, dude. Sing us a song, Wookie Man.
According to Lethal, we need Jesus.
Jesus left me a long
Hey,
time
Lethal,
ago.
why don't you
dude.
get on here, buddy?
Cybernox, 10 for effort, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate
Great job, dude. All right,
Yep,
white,
good job, man.
white
Nice.
kid. Now that you got your mic straightened out, if you want to try it one more time, dude, pop back over real quick. We'll give you another shot. But mute whatever you're listening to the show on first.
Or turn it down or whatever. Like,
Did your toes curl up
and
when
you're
you did
docked
that?
2 points.
That's a good one, Shizno. I'm wondering too, dude. His toes curled up right at the end. Oh damn, Avis, you had your wisdom teeth pulled out. And why the hell did you even try?
Yeah, man. Jeez.
Yeah, your wisdom teeth pulled out. That's not a
You're
smart.
probably high as hell right now.
Did you sound like a Wookiee when you got him pulled out? No.
Yeah,
Hopefully
probably.
you knocked out.
All right, who's next?
All right, who is coming on next to
Step
do the
on
Wookiee?
up and speak
Come
the
on
Wookiee.
down to This Podcast Ain't Right.
So who's
Watch
your
out
guys'
for
top
Fork
2
Sam.
so far? I got Dr. Skipper and Cybernox. They're the 2 best for me so far.
Bates.
Bates.
Yeah, I think he did pretty good.
Bates and Skipper.
yeah, I was gonna say it's between like Bates and Skipper.
I'd say Bates takes it all.
Bates, huh?
All right.
Yeah, he did pretty good too. I forgot about Bates. Sorry, Bates.
Do we have Rome Discord?
No, we're American.
I mean, he is honest.
Is Rome Discord still in the chat so he can jump here and get his Wookiee on? I'm gonna listen to this shit later tonight and laugh at myself.
Should be some good sound clips out of this one. You need to clip everybody's little Wookiee things and put on
yeah,
a little reel.
Oh,
exactly.
Vikings in the chat.
Do a review video.
Yeah.
Hello,
All right,
guys.
and we have Rome Discord. All right, dude, you ready to spit it and get it?
I'm ready to spit it everywhere.
All right, dude.
Do
Are you
it.
ready?
Make it happen.
All right.
Make it so.
Yeah, that was it.
Good shit, bro.
You warming up the vibrator?
Nice.
Sound like you were warming up a motorcycle.
Wait, should I put it closer? Maybe. Okay, hold on. No, was it worse?
Is that a Wookiee getting pet?
I had a Volkswagen that sounded just like that years ago. It was a new
It
model.
starts out Wookiee and then gets real into like a car real quick.
Good
Maybe I
job.
should just do car impressions. Alright, thanks, guys.
All right. Good job. Good
If
job,
a
Rome.
Wookiee could
Good job,
purr,
thank
that's
you.
what you have right
You could do a killer Subaru impersonation.
Thank you, sir. Good job.
All
right.
Does she mean the panel?
What's that?
Your wife. I think
What?
each one of y'all need to do one.
My dear,
I mean,
I'll do it when you hop in the chat and you do it. With us. How's that? She knows I don't even like Star Wars, so she don't like it either. Let's see. If it's not a scary movie, we don't watch them.
I mean, the first three were scary with Jar Jar Binks.
You know, I did see that character. He reminded me of you. Okay.
Yeah.
That hurts a little.
Guy with the big ears and the penis eyes.
And Newf agreed. All right.
Oh God.
Let's see. Who else is going to try to get their Nookie Wookie on? All right, folks, we're running out of time, so whoever wants to do this.
Step on in.
Misa offended. There is no more Wookiees.
Cloud, what about,
Jaja.
Cloud, what about you, sir? Would you want to come in and get your Wookie on?
I think he's at work.
Oh.
Oh, come on, better reason to do it. Come on.
Hell
We
yeah.
need another Canadian Wookiee in here.
Canadian Wookiees are usually frozen to death, so they probably sound
All
like
right.
this.
All right, we got TF White Kid. All right, dude, let her rip, man.
All right, let me just spit on it for a second.
There you go.
Gotta watch out for friction.
You gargling scope?
Is that you spitting on it, or you're?
That was me spitting and choking.
Working up the spit to go on.
All right, let it rip.
Let it rip.
Oh
God.
Gargling.
I hope that was recent tapioca pudding there.
All right, well.
No. All right, dude. Thank you for trying. That was totally worth the wait. All right, let's see. Who do we have next? Now, Fork, if you want to do that, dude, I've got the best part. I got the digital.
What? I spit on it. Oh.
Tonight's secret line: spit on it.
I wonder how often we may see this on Twitter tomorrow. Spit on it. Brought
And
to
the
you
word
by
of the day is
Star Wars.
All right, who wants to try it next? Who wants to get their Wookiee on for Star Wars? Come on.
Star Wars, something, Jedi, something.
You can do it. Let's go. Come on, do it.
Come on, it's gonna be one other person that can, spit on it and get it.
Spit it and get it.
Hashtag
Come on, you
spit
can
on
do it. Get in there. Get the gurgling going. Make the throat noises. Do it. Come on. Push it.
I am looking. Let's see. We got graphic. We got Rome.
Spit on it, you will.
Oh God.
We got.
Speaking of Arnold, man, that new
Blackbird,
Terminator
Bates.
movie was fucking awesome.
All right, GoldenEye 1971. Are you still here?
Shell.
Come on, Shell. You're up in the frozen north. Let's sound hear what a Yeti sounds like.
A polite Yeti.
I watch this while I poop. Silent.
Dude, I do too, man. It really works, especially in the mornings. Oh yeah, I'll rewatch the show every morning when I'm taking a shit. It works out so
It's
great.
called The Shit Show.
It works out so great.
Oh man.
GoldenEye, are you still in the chat, dude?
What?
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 What the Palmer's sister?
Ada, somebody has released the leprechauns.
Oh shit.
You know, Bomber's sister actually does have a Twitter account.
He's an asshole, sir.
Oh, we got what's his name from Lord of the Rings?
That is his name.
Golem?
Golem.
Can't believe I remembered that.
Yeah. All right, you're starting to turn me on here.
Surrounded by assholes.
All right, who's next? Anybody else got the balls to come on and do the Wookiee?
Ain't no. Doesn't sound like nobody wants
Crispy Bomb, why don't you come and do it, dude?
Smoke a cigarette before.
I actually want to hear you do
Crispy
one.
Bomb.
Damn, dude, you going way back old school now, Newf.
Crispy Bomb. Get
Bang
it
it
on.
on.
Crispy
Jesus
Bomb.
Okay, boomer.
Oh my God.
Who is going to be next? Come on, nobody's going to make fun of you. We'll laugh with you, not at you. Okay?
With you. Yeah, with you. That's.
I think a
that's it.
few are laughing at you, though.
What I wouldn't give for a good fart into the microphone. Which I have done in the past. It was hilarious.
And Bomber's sister has a YouTube.
We got Bomber's sister in the chat. As if the night could get any more strange. We got Bomber's sister. That is amazing. Does Bomber's sister want to do it?
She all she has to do is pull down them pants, and then that Wookiee just goes crazy.
How do you know that about your sister? No.
See, there's this thing.
All right, nobody else interested in doing the Wookiee, huh?
If they hold their meat flaps out while they queef, they might hear the Wookiee.
Nicole, why don't you
Come on, Nicole, get in here.
Come on,
try
female
to
me.
do the Wookiee. Come on, you can do it. We got faith in you.
You can do it all night
And
long.
we got like 20 more minutes to kill. So come on.
Maybe each of us should do our own Wookiee just so we can show how bad or good we are.
I wouldn't even know how to fucking start. Oh, but wait a minute. I don't have to start. I forgot.
You're going to pull up a YouTube video of it or something.
No.
Not even death.
Soundboard?
Yeah. I've got the stream deck over here.
Just going to see that young boy still a Wookiee.
Do it, Nicole.
Come on, you can do it.
Come on, Nicole.
Come on, Nicole. We need a lady to get in here and represent. Bring it up in the chest and let it out. Go.
See, that's mine. I'm good.
Fucking dying cat.
Do we need to have the
Did you
panel
choke
do
a
it?
cat?
I mean, we can. I'll go first. So, yeah.
He blew up his mic.
It's like a 1.
You got a -3.
Please shut your hole. We'll pay you.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
What the heck? Is there a
Oh, that was great.
Oh shit.
Damn. You know, the funniest part is I have been on the air on and off with Salty for over a year, and I don't think I've heard anything like that funny before.
That's great.
That was- Dealer, you want to crack at it?
No.
Yeah.
I can barely talk right now, let alone do the furry dog shit.
The 7-nanometer chip will reduce less heat as well, yeah?
All right. Fork, you got to try it now, dude.
I did!
No,
He's like, I did
for
it
real
already.
this time. Go ahead.
Stage fright.
Yeah, how do I do the fucking Wookiee?
That is the quietest I've ever heard that.
Come on, bitch, bring it up in the diaphragm.
He's gargling too, dude.
I know I'm a fucking Wookiee.
You sound like Tarzan giving a blowjob, didn't he?
Maybe his wife's trying to drown him?
Probably. Would explain why I wake up with water all over my head.
Hang on, Michael. I will post the link again, dude. Here it comes. Just click on that link. Because I know it sounds bad just to say it's right there on the screen, but
What?
not everybody's watching the screen.
Rome Discord, where'd you find that picture of a Wookiee that looks disturbing?
Yeah.
I don't know where you found that at, but
that's from a Christmas special they did back on TV. That's how much Star Wars I know, man. It's kind of sad.
oh,
but,
dude.
yeah.
I've heard of it, Salty. I've never seen it.
I was going to say, I thought Star Wars fans didn't speak of the Christmas special.
Yeah. It's true.
We don't recognize that.
We don't know what
Alright,
you're talking about.
I think we got Michael going to jump in and join us, and he's going to give it a shot. But until he gets here, I think everybody's curious. Let's hear Obi's. Obi.
I think he left.
No, he's
No,
muted.
he's still here. He's just muted.
No. I think he's went away from his phone.
Obi.
Because he said he had a phone.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope.
We're fucked. All right, Bomber. Let's hear yours.
It's not good at all.
Oh,
Not
did
so
you
much
did you
car.
did you hear?
Did you hear? Yeah, did you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but still, that's great. Whatever. I don't
Sounds like a Wookiee in jail.
It's like a,
butt
it's like a
raped.
dove or something like flying.
Sounds like a purring panther.
Told you.
I was waiting
Sex
for you to get out of second gear. All right, Leo. This
I
got to be entertaining.
I can't.
No, you're going to. Come on.
Fork did it, and the only reason.
Yeah, and I
Billy
did
past
it. Damn
Denver
it!
was sick.
And that sounded like a freaking car. So
No, I don't know
You
how
sound
to
like a
do
throat car, dude. Something wrong with that car.
Because
It's
I
a
figured
Kia.
this would come up eventually tonight, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried, and I can't get it to do anything like that. So,
It's okay. We're here for you.
like,
it's okay. It's okay.
that's all I can do.
Okay, let's. I mean, hey, you
It's an attempt. It's an
See,
Noof, can you
I
actually
cannot
do it?
roll my tongue.
What's that?
Can you do it?
What, the Wookiee?
Yeah.
Of course.
I figure if anyone on this panel could, it'd be him. Okay, maybe not.
Hang on.
I think he just spit on it first.
That's not very good. No.
It's very
You
dry.
gotta spit on it.
No, spit.
What the? You could. Okay, so we found the one voice he can't do.
Come on, do it
Goofy.
better. Yeah.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. It's gonna be a
Opie's
King
out.
Hearts
Okay, gotta go.
4.
Oh, I see. You're suck. Oh, I see how you do it now.
Oh, we actually lost Obi. Yep.
What do you mean you just saw? How, did you do? Like look it up?
No, I looked it up earlier. They said you have to roll your R's, and I was like, I can't roll R's, so.
Right.
Oh, speaking of people rolling, Ghost, you want to hear yours?
Man, I ain't tried this in forever, but see, I can't fucking do it, man. I can't fucking roll my R's. That's why I couldn't. I
can roll my R's. Look,
It sounded like you were trying to turn on like a freaking chainsaw or something.
I can roll my R's all
I'm
day.
terrible at it. I'm terrible at it.
See, I can roll my R's all day. I cannot make a Wookiee sound.
It's because you have to
You
like
gotta get deep in the throat.
sound
on
like
that
you're
one.
deep throating.
Right? Yeah, I sound like a damn motorboat.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
fuck, my
People are
throat.
gonna be like, "What the fuck is this podcast about?"
You know the bad. You know the bad. You know,
We're describing Death Stranding.
you know the bad part. The new thing going around on YouTube about what they call it, the Copa or whatever. They're
Man,
gonna.
that hurt your throat.
I really hope parents don't let their kids listen to this show.
I think my Adam's
not my
apple tried to
problem.
come out my mouth.
Your abs are coming out of your mouth.
Adam's apple.
Your ass is coming out of you?
I didn't think you had an Adam's apple.
Avis, you should be able to log back in, dude. There's the link. Just log back into it.
Dude, if you just got your wisdom teeth removed, I mean,
Yeah, if
Yeah,
just
you
had
don't
your
want to
wisdom
be
teeth taken
screaming
out,
or
dude,
anything.
it may not be that great. But do we have any more takers? 'Cause if not, we're gonna start doing outros, and we're gonna announce the winner, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here because it is like Wednesday night. It's
We gotta go spit on it.
yeah, Forecast things to go spit on, primarily his hand and his penis. But I mean that's beside the point.
who says I'm not doing that right now?
Wow.
That's what mute buttons are for.
Probably. All right, but out of the people we had, who do you got? Because we lost one judge, so
I think Bates or Skipper
Yeah,
were the
Bates and
tops.
Yeah, those
Is
are
it
like
just
the top
one or
two.
two?
Bates,
Two.
Skipper, and then
No, if he's looking for top two, then yeah, go with
Bates and Skipper. Bates and Skipper.
Bates was great. All right, Bates and Skipper.
that's my Wookiee.
All
Snore
right.
bag.
You sleeping?
What? I'm not stinking. Yeah.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We cannot gift a game to you before it releases. So I need you, if you want the game on Xbox, send me a friend request on Xbox Live. It's the same as you see here in the chat, Wilmy Hood. Just go ahead, send me a friend request when the game releases tomorrow night. I will send you the code. But our winners are going to be Bates and Wild Bait 66 and Dr. Skipper.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
And thank you for having the balls and the courage to come on the air and do that, because a lot of us, it doesn't faze us to get on the air and act that stupid, but some people do, can't do it. So
I do it all the time.
Oh yeah, we know
Some
you
things
do.
come natural.
Yeah, I mean, why fight it?
Yeah, exactly. It's just the internet. Nobody can see your face. Well, we can't say that about
most of the time.
Okay, first of all, those were my testicles I sent you, not my face.
No, we see it when you stream on Twitch. But anyway, Bates and Dr. Skipper, just like I said, man, send me a friend request on Xbox if you're not already on my friends list. If you are, just send me a message. What is that constant beeping? But
You got a vibrator in your ass.
you got me. You got me confused with another person that used to be on the podcast with us. Did anybody catch that?
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach just goes oof. Okay.
Whoa.
But yeah, guys, if you're already on my friends list, which I don't think you are, but I've got like 500 and some people on there, so it's really hard to keep up with. Shoot me a message, and if not, go ahead and send me a friend request, and as soon as the game comes available, I will send you your copies. And I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for playing along, man. We're always trying to do something different here on the podcast because, I mean, like I said last week, if you want a show just dedicated to news and strictly nothing else, there's plenty of them there, but we just want to make gaming fun. We want everybody to have a good time, even the panel, even though, I mean, and hats off to Dealer. The poor guy sounds like he's about to die, but he still showed up here with us tonight. See? You know, he's poor guy, man. I feel so bad.
Just trying not to cough. Try not to cough.
So, and I want to thank New for coming on and Salty. You know, we're just trying to make it fun, man. There's a lot of toxic bullshit on social media about gaming, man. It's all about the games. That's it. It's not about all the bullshit. So, thanks everybody for showing up, and thanks to our winners, Bates and Dr. Skipper. And we are going to do our outros, and we're going to get the fuck out of here, and we're going to call it a night. And Mr. Dealer, if you're able to do it, sir, please tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at Dealer Gaming on YouTube, Dealer_Gaming on Twitter, II_Dealer II on Xbox Live, and shout out to everybody who came on and did the Wookiee thing. You know, as he said, yeah, he played a little bit of shit back and forth, but you know, it's all in good fun. And congratulations to the winners.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for being here, Dealer. Even though, man, I knew last night you didn't feel so good.
It's all good, man.
But thanks for coming and hanging out with us. All right, and Fort Boy, tell everybody where they can find you so they can avoid you.
You can find me looking in your window at night, and you can find me at ForkBoy_Gaming on Twitter and on Twitch. Stream with Ghost and Leo and Wilmy here and there and Bomber. So just come on out. We try to have fun. Our gameplay is horrible, absolutely horrible.
Yeah, you are.
But speak for yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got 3 kills. I'm a big boy now. Yeah, we just try to make you laugh. Just try
13, thank you.
Yeah, okay, 13 all day.
No,
Woohoo!
I posted it.
Yeah, we try to make you laugh. Try to enjoy ourselves. Come on out. Who knows? You may win something. You may not. You may go home wanting to take a bath. So
you may win the gift of friendship.
I've never offered that.
Some of you guys might need to go wash your throats out after this game.
So, one thing before we leave, is anyone worried at all about the Star Wars due to the fact that Anthem was also this year, made by BioWare, totally different, but backed by EA?
No, I think
No.
Respawn's
The
legit.
Respawn's got this under control.
I was
I'm not-
surprised about the
Totally.
review thing, but that's about it.
I'm not worried about it because I'm not buying
The
it.
the property's different. Respawn is it seems to be a pretty stellar studio so far, and again, they're not forced to put multiplayer and stuff in there either. This is a story-centric Star Wars game, so I think it's in good hands.
It looks good.
It's just my one worry. I mean, I don't.
From the same guy who led the God of War 3 team as well, which is good.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah.
Game of the year. You heard it here first.
I think it's gonna be Death Stranding, Salty.
By 2 different people, actually. Salty and... Yeah. I'm good. Somebody else.
It's either that or Sekiro, man. That shit was lit.
No, it'll be Star Wars this year for God. I mean, the rest of it's all garbage.
We'll see, man.
Fucking Gears don't get nominated, I'm gonna fucking be pissed off, big time. Better at least be nominated.
Okay, I nominate it. Does that work? Does that help?
I thought Gears 5 was alright. I thought 4 was better.
You are in the minority, sir.
Anyway, all right.
Hashtag
Bomber.
blocked.
HR Bomber. When you're not on your sister, sir, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitter at
The Twitter.
HRBomber1414.
He's got spit.
Sometimes you gotta spit on it. Sometimes you just gotta do it. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Xbox Live at HRBomber. You can find me on Forks stream every once in a while. Yeah, and then of course on here. So I appreciate y'all coming out and talk to everybody else on this damn panel.
So you spit on it and get in Fork stream. That is crazy.
That's awesome.
It's in the chat. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. Leo, where can people find you?
Leonidas 1084 on Twitter, Twitch, and all that. Hang out with the Forking crew. Come out. Congratulations to all the winners. Next.
I'm okay, I promise. Okay, Leo. Okay, we're better now. All right, Leo, go ahead.
I already did. I said next.
All right, Newf, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Boom, boom, kaboom, it's Newf leaving the room. You guys know where to find me, always in the gutter. It's Newf-Nukem on Twitter. You can find my channel. It's Newf-Nukem on YouTube if you'd like to go subscribe. I've never gotten to 1,000 yet, believe it or not, but I guess, hey, you got to put in the work before you can become the jerk. Let's go.
And you gotta spit on it.
Let's get a spit on it, baby. Outside of that, you'll just find me doing shows like this once in a while. So big shout out to the chat. Obviously, a huge shout out to the panel for asking me to come back here. It's always a fun time and a blast again tonight. This was definitely off the cuff and a lot of fun. And that's pretty much it, guys. Follow me on Twitter, see what's happening. I'm trying to pick up the pace a little bit on my Mixer streams. Hopefully, I'll get a few more going here in the near future. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for having me here, and we'll see you guys again soon.
And it's always a pleasure having you on, Mr. Newf.
Well, thank you.
All right, Salty, tell everybody where they find you, dude.
Hey, you can find me on YouTube, Saltiest Gaming. Tomorrow's the Saltiest Gaming podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then follow me on Twitch. I'll be doing live streams of the game of the year, Jedi Fallen Order.
I thought you were trying to say Death Stranding.
Nah. Yeah. So twitch.tv/Saltiest Gaming. That's it.
And if you guys want to put your links to your YouTubes and all that good stuff in the chat, go for it.
Yep.
And Ghost, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Hey, thanks everybody coming out. Make sure to hit that like button. Congrats to the winners again. And you can find me on Xbox, The Evil Ghost, same as Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, all the other bullfucking whatever social medias I apparently wander through. So come check it out. We'll be always streaming games over at the Forky Crew on Twitch. So come check us out. Thanks for coming out.
Now, Wilmy, your turn.
Oh, thank you, Leo. That's so nice of you.
Hey, I couldn't help it. Don't forget to spit on it.
All right, and I am the gaming mouth of the South, Wilmy Hood, and thank you for coming. And we're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I want to thank everybody that showed up, Mr. Dealer, Newf, and Salty. Like I said, 3 of my favorite people in the YouTube and gaming community. I love having them on the show every time they come out. And the rest of my panel, the Forking Crew, which I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing here with that one. But
just spit on it.
He's like, I like those 3, but the rest of them, get rid of them. Just,
Yeah.
I don't know what. I think I'm high. Maybe?
I don't know what I did to myself. I have no idea. But we're here every Wednesday night, and actually this Sunday night we will be doing the horror podcast. We'll be discussing everything, scary movies and all that good shit, that goes along with it, all the newest movies and all that good stuff. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on, oh goddamn, you can find me everywhere. Just type in Wilmy Hood into Google. I'm going to pop up on just about everything you type in. But really? But like I said, hopefully everybody enjoyed tonight. It was fun, man, having all you guys come on and do your Wookiee impersonations. And we just wanted to try something entirely different. Like New said, something completely off the cuff. Nobody that I know's ever done it before. So we are going to figure out a couple of new ways of doing it. I think we might have some people come on and do karaoke during the podcast. That might be entertaining. So.
And I
oh, God.
will always love you.
And just be glad I can mute Fork. So. And I want to congratulate Bait66 and Dr. Skipper again. So just congratulations, guys, for winning. And like I said, man, we will get those codes to you shortly. But thanks.
See you later, Salty.
Yep, I just seen babies crying. But everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming out and supporting the channel. And we will see you Sunday night.